have no ideas.
Listen, just do what I'm about to do. I'm gonna make everything up completely from scratch, except for my intro. Alright?
Alright. Go ahead.
Just use the same intro as him and do a different story.
Once upon a time, Steve and Brian decided to go on an adventure.
I almost used this as a pillow.
Don't do that to me, Nate. Alright, go ahead, Nate.
I love you, master.
On this adventure, they were to find fame, fortune,
Put a little
women,
closer to Nate.
but not good-looking ones. They were to find the ugly ones that stalk them. But along the way, however, they got distracted. And they came across a
clause. A Santa Claus.
That's not offensive.
They came across a quite awkward little lad who didn't give them his actual name.
Come on, me.
He just wanted them to call him BJ. They said, like the store, he said, yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
You total dick.
I like how he's telling the whole story with a British accent.
As they continued on with their journey,
I will tell my story.
I don't think you have another option. Isn't that your normal voice?
It is.
as they continued on with the story, Yes, they found an interesting little caterpillar.
There's a lot of
For
little
some
things there.
reason,
A lot of interesting things as well.
for some reason, it wasn't little though. It was gigantic.
Was it interesting?
Interesting little
Was it a little
gigantic?
Was it a big, interesting caterpillar?
No, it was an interesting little gigantic caterpillar.
Anyways, it was the size of a pig, and it looked like a pig.
A little interesting pig.
But it kept saying, I am the Dark Lord Chuckles the Silly Caterpillar Piggy. We all said, what the hell about you as a caterpillar? And he just kept saying, you will
My
see.
penis. Go ahead, sorry.
He just kept saying, you'll see. Anyways, on to the actual adventure. It started off in a little town called Hagruela-abrulea. I shall never say
Could you spell that?
Lives there.
Could you spell that for me?
I'm about to explain that.
It's
shall
in
never
Britain,
again-
so it's hard to pronounce and spell.
Wait. Now that everybody's...
Extra E's.
Now that we've got that on record, say the name again and we'll see if you mess it up.
I was about to say, I shall not be mentioning the name of the town again,
Damn it.
due to the fact that I do not
Spell.
The town is Mr. Burgoyne,
I
isn't
heard
it?
haggly daggly.
I heard dangling haggly things.
I heard Batman.
I miss Abe.
You mean Jesus?
Batman is Jesus because we were playing Arkham Asylum and he walked on the water.
Anyways, while they were in the above-named town,
It's above?
Above named.
they met
a
certain
movable highway.
women. One of which was named Dan.
Were they little
Dan.
They were little
One of the women
interesting
was
women,
named-
and one of them was
No,
Dan.
they were normal women, except not hot.
If it's
And one of
Dan,
them-
it's not little or interesting. It's quite the opposite.
Anyways,
I
didn't
broke my H key. I'm sorry. I do not
I miss my H key.
They decided to run from this interesting woman named Dan.
You think Dan's interesting as a woman?
Dom.
Transvestite man.
That's why.
No.
That's why she was so
Transvestite.
interesting, because she looked so much like a man, though she kept claiming to be a woman. Anyways,
Dan the transvestite man.
exactly. They quickly decided to leave town and never come back, because Dan seemed a little too interested in them.
And too transvestite-y.
As they continued
facts.
to another town, which we shall call Cheeseburg for convenience,
For Nathan's dreams. Don't worry.
So Nathan will have wonderful, beautiful dreams.
they came across
Come
a
with
depressed
me.
little robot that sort of looked like a monkey, or at least it was shaped like a monkey. And they kept calling it Melvin, and it pissed the robot off more than you could ever understand, because he kept insisting.
I don't understand at all.
He kept insisting his name was actually Marvin.
Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Now I got it.
But
I was thinking,
they
okay,
insisted
he
on
messed it
calling
up.
him Melvin. They
Because
decided
we're
to
assholes
take
like
his
that?
leg and run away because they wanted to see if he could follow.
Hey, with one leg.
Just a reminder, who are the main characters in the story?
You, BJ.
2 U's, okay.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. I wanted to know if you even remembered that it was
It's
me and
you and
Steve.
BJ.
I wanted to know if you
Me
even
and my friend
remembered.
Yu walking through the door.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm freaking
action
suffocating.
Okay, action.
He could not follow them, but there was one thing he could do. He could call his friend Crypto.
Oh, great.
And Crypto has a fucking big spaceship.
Are we talking about the super dog that retarded white crew?
Super dog.
Dude, this is one of my favorite British sitcoms.
No, his full name is Crypto Spiridium 178.
We got it.
Could you repeat that?
Crypto Spiridium 178.
What was that name of that first town?
The Hagaflaga.
You got nothing.
I thought it was Haggle-Baggle.
You lose.
Let's just call it Bagel
right.
Go back to the beginning of the video and make sure that that's the real name.
Well, they're not there anymore. They're in Cheeseburg.
I know that.
Cheeseburg.
Cheeseburg.
Okay, action.
Action.
The spaceship didn't
I think
actually
you're supposed
work,
to act it
though.
out.
So what they did was they took the laser guns from it and chased after Steve, bleh.
Oh,
Steve?
is it Mr. Burgoyne?
Is it you?
No, Steve, Brian, and
Whatever happened to my
BJ.
friend Yu?
Okay, so who is they now? I thought they was us.
No, they is Crypto Spiridium 1 something something.
Now you're calling...
7-8.
Okay, in that case, that's he.
And I'm typing a script at the same
No,
time.
and Marvin, who they keep calling Melvin.
When did he turn evil?
Can he run and chew gum at the same time?
No, he became evil because they stole his leg.
And chewed his gum.
We should
Yes.
take a bulldozer and push it somewhere else.
You all died in the end. And BJ was Mr. Burgoyne. Jim was the one who
I knew it! I knew it the whole time.
British Jim was the conspirator. He's the one who killed you. And your father.
Have you ever noticed how tiny my feet are?
I thought Cryptosporidium
Extremely
178 killed me.
No, British Jim killed you all.
I am
Including
Cryptosporidium
Cryptosporidium
178.
Sure, let's go with that.
All Brits are aliens.
Are we...
Of course.
The end.